Hello, everyone, and welcome to our podcast, The Clowns. My name is Gael Medina, and today Jose Luis and David are joining me. Say hello to our listeners.
Hello, guys. It will be an
Hello.
honor to share this media with you and talk
Well,
about
what do we have
our
for
stuff.
today?
I want to talk about technological advances in sports.
We have an interesting topic about the technological advances, like Jose Luis says, in the sports and how those have changed sports. With the topic, we will identify how important technology is and if it's well implemented or adapted to sports.
Yeah, that's like really interesting because I think sports is something that everybody knows, and I think every single one of the ones with podcasts and the ones that are listening to us, they practice the sport, and also I think that in the era that we're living, there are persons that have a minimum idea of what technology or advances are. So yeah, it's a really good theme to talk about because everybody knows about technology and about sports.
I agree with Jose. Even so, we should define what a sport is. According to Christine May, the sports are human activities involving physical exertion and skills as the primary focus of the activity, with elements of competition or social participation where rules and patterns of behavior governing the activity exist formally through the organizations.
Thanks for the information, Gael. I'm sure that if we hadn't had that information, we would not have known what a sport is. Nah, I'm joking. Almost everyone knows what it is.
You're a clown.
Payaso, clown. But yeah, you're a clown. That's maybe the reason this podcast is called that way. Clown.
Good point, but let's start with this.
All right, so yeah, uh, maybe we're gonna start talking about some samples of what technological advances could be added to sport. Like I'm thinking the bar thing, this replay that they use in the soccer plays. I think bar means virtual assistant referee. So it's like a replay, but in HD and 4K. So the referees can see all the game again to decide the result of the play. So yeah, it's really cool to have those tools to referee sports.
Yes, Jose Luis. In the soccer, they needed to add the bar because of the controversy they were creating with the mistakes of the referees. Bar helps to identify offsides, fouls, penalties, etc.
Yeah, so yeah, it could be cool, but I just can't think another thing that the Paralympics because probably in the future they will be like people with rockets in wheelchairs and they can jump further and run further than the participants in the Olympic roller games.
Oh, like it sounds like Rocket League, the game.
You're a clown. If the teacher had here what you said, she
Hey,
will
Yeah,
have
what,
republic you.
because you're a clown. But no, you just hear me out. Hear me out. Just imagine the possibilities, like a world where the 100 meters race, instead of people running like Usain Bolt or some of them, there were people in wheelchair with rockets, like going miles
Yeah.
away
Well,
on
in
the
the
road.
Olympics, they run. In the Paralympics, they have wheelchairs to compete. Actually, in the last years, the Paralympics have been improving so much because thanks to the technology, they find new ways to make the races more interesting.
And those changes in technology have affected sports directly because many devices were implemented, and consequently of this, the rules changed too. And there are several examples that we mentioned it before, and many more as NFL, NBA, or FIFA that implemented cameras to help the referees to take a decision or change one that they have already taken. That technology is known as Hawkeye.
Like the that guy in Avengers movie.
Yes, so this. His name is Hawkeye, but he can shoot people. Another interesting fact that I got from AS is that the first technological advance was in 1967. The Arsenal of England was the first team in history to transmit a soccer game through a monitor. The funny thing is that this game was versus their own bookings.
Oh yeah, and thanks to that technology, I have watched some videos of that game. I remember, and I really think that for those times that the game was broadcasted was like a really good achievement, something new. Since that day, sports and technology have been working together. Actually, in some years, the sports will be taken out of small TVs and they will work with virtual reality, like if you were in the stadium.
Yeah, I really agree with you. Like, they would be cool to use the VR technology to see these games, but I think that it was really frustrating to people before of the technology because sports is more older than the technology. So imagine the world when you can see the soccer game in TV, or you need to wait weeks to see the result of a game because I don't know, you're living in Mexico but the match is in Europe, so you can see the result. So the only way to know is like in newspapers, mouth to mouth. So yeah, um, I hope we record another podcast together because I think it's all the time we got, and it will be awesome to share, be with you in our regular or English classes together to record something else.
Yeah, I really appreciate and I pretty spend a pretty good time in here. I appreciate, teacher, that you listen to the whole podcast.
I think that this is all for us, and we really enjoy sharing our opinions and doing this project. You won't hear us again unless we fail the class.
Right,
Bye
awesome.
bye.
Let's hope no.
Loud.
Let's hope no.
I
Bye,
really
teacher.
hope no.
Have a nice
Yeah,
day.